Right on cue, Joe.
I knew it was coming. I still jumped.
Well, let's hope everybody else jumped, too.
So far, it's going like clockwork.
Right.
The dirty deed is done.
Oh, Liza, how could you have done such a thing?
Oh, actually, it was easy. I rather enjoyed it.
Didn't the sound of the gun make you jump?
That wasn't my gun. My gun didn't go off.
We heard the sound.
It's only a game, Justine. You're not up for an Academy Award. Oh, have it your way. Don't expect me to stick around and applaud.
But we definitely heard a gunshot.
Well, now, wait a minute, Joe. It could have been a car backfiring.
Be kind of convenient.
Well, don't knock it.
That's right. I mean, it'd be terrible if the game is ruined because my gun didn't go off.
Right.
We'll chalk it up to luck.
Brett, you keep looking around as if you expect someone to accuse you. Come on. Hi.
Hi.
Subjective reasoning is inadmissible, isn't it, Joe?
You can use any method you want to solve this crime.
Well, in that case, I'd say it was Liza.
Me?
From that smile on your face, you look very pleased with yourself.
I'm only pleased that the game is going so well. Excuse me.
Oh, she makes a hasty.
Yeah, there are so many rooms in this house that I never thought I'd get back to go, let alone collect $200 out of it.
Now, Lloyd, no time to relax. We have to find the murderer.
Well, how do you know that I am not the murderer?
What do you think, Sonny?
Oh, no, he's too cool, too cool.
Well, not every murderer is out of Dostoevsky.
On that note, let's go for it.
Dad, you're still alive.
Ooh, the last time I checked my pulse, unless Joe and Stu have somehow substituted me for a ghost since the last time I was here.
Hey, that's a good idea for next time.
Right.
Chase and I bumped into each other in the basement. I thought he was going to pull a gun on me. He thought I was going to pull a gun on him.
Well, now, we can't have brothers killing one another.
Well, it doesn't mean to say that we didn't kill somebody else.
Hey, come on. We don't want to give away the game.
Excuse me.
Sheriff.
No, we don't want to give away the game. We just want to get the game over with.
You haven't had a chance to talk to Liza about TR yet?
No, not with all this going on.
Oh, man, I'm busting to tell somebody.
You got to concentrate on solving the crime.
I'll tell you what the real crime is, that we can't tell somebody the good news.
Well, like Dad said, it won't be good news for Liza.
No, and I can't say anything to her until I drive her home. Although I can't tell you how much I'm tempted to.
Wouldn't be fair to throw something like that at her in the middle of a party.
Dad, Chase is probably right. You remember how the three of us were knocked out when we learned that TR was really Becca? Imagine it would affect Liza the same way.
I know. I just want to get it settled. I want TR back in our family again.
Wendy, come in here, Wendy. Wendy! Would you lose something? My mind. mind if this stupid game continues much longer.
Come on, get up.
I can't. I'm dead. What?
You're the victim.
I failed to see the humor in this situation. If I ever get my hands on Joe Turner, I'm gonna wring her neck.
No, come on, lie down. Be quiet. Somebody's got to find you.
Fat chance they're all having a wonderful time in the parlor and they've completely forgotten all about me.
Now, they wouldn't do that. Besides, it's not fair.
Forget fair. I had it. Had it playing this game by the stupid rule. Scream.
What?
Scream! Scream as if you walked in here and found a body. Come on, scream.
Oh, okay. Oh, okay. Got it. Okay.
Come on.
Help! Somebody! Help!
Is that the best you can do? Where are those lusty lungs you had when you were a baby? Come on, scream. Good. Now, once more. What feeling?
Someone has found the body.
It's coming from the dining room.
Be careful. We were both wrong. I don't want to look. Joe, is this going to be gory?
My lips are sealed.
Come on, I love gore.
Okay, Brett, let's figure out who's missing.
Well, why bother with deductions? All we have to do is go in Miss Marple's dining room and find out.
But that takes all the fun out of it. Besides, maybe you're responsible.
No way. I haven't been close to the dining
Now,
room.
how do I know that? I met you in the hall. Oh, excuse me, the Maltese Falcon foyer.
Come on, you're merely trying to divert attention from yourself.
I have nothing to hide. But look at you, you're a nervous wreck.
Well, isn't everybody? It's part of the game.
Oh, come clean, Hamilton. You know more about this than you're admitting. Confess.
It's only a game.
Well, then why are you taking it so seriously? Oh, come on. Let's find out who got it and then who done it.
Well, what a surprise.
I did it. I found the body.
Stop referring to your mother as the body.
Oh, and Mrs. Wyatt, I never would have thought anyone had it in for you.
Just should have sent a check to that shelter.
Oh, come on, Stephanie. Be a good sport.
What do you call lying here on the cold floor for a half an hour but a good
I
sport?
never knew anyone who could make being dead look so good.
Thank you, Alec. It's going to be a pleasure to have you in my
Hey, yeah,
family.
well, I'm glad that part of it's over, right?
Thank goodness. Had about all of that filthy floor I could take. No offense, Brett.
Oh, don't cry. It's all right. Don't cry. Oh, whose baby are you? Jonah.
Well, there is a good side to being the victim. At least my part in this ghastly party is over.
Not necessarily, Stephanie. You see, the murderer might try to pin the rap on someone else, and you are the only one who knows without a doubt who did it.
Well, I hadn't thought of it that way. That does kind of make me star of the evening, doesn't it?
Cut a record and we'll feature you on Henderson Nights.
Yeah, Stephanie and the Killers.
Hey.
Alec, I'll let you get away with that because you are about to become a
Hey,
member
don't
of
you
my...
think it's about time we decided to guess who did it?
Well, honey, it doesn't work quite that way.
Oh, well, I think I should get a hint since I discovered the body.
Oh, absolutely not.
No, that would not be fair.
Well, I mean, not only did I discover the body, but the body happened to be my own mother. Doesn't that count for something?
Not a thing.
Well, then I don't want to play.
Wendy?
I think she's absolutely right. Since the dastardly deed was done against her own personal flesh and blood, as a matter of fact, I may help her. Oh,
No, you may not.
Well, now, how do we know Stephanie will tell the truth? I mean, she may pull a double cross.
you suggesting that I might lie?
Just a minute, everybody. That brings us to the next order of business,
Which is what?
which is the survivors have to select someone as chief of detectives to head the investigation.
Aye, someone who is going to sift through the conflicting evidence.
Exactly.
But what if we accidentally pick the murderer as chief?
Well, that makes the game that much harder.
Hey, what's going on in here?
Cagney, you missed the discovery of the body. Where have you been?
Well, to tell you the truth, I was in the Hardy Boys hangout.
The what?
Hardy Boys hangout, Joe, honestly.
Well, you know, the little boys' room upstairs. Some of us.
A likely story.
No, really.
Honest young man as murderer. What do you say, Sonny?
You think I did it?
Why should we think you didn't?
Well, because, just because.
Just because we'll never stand up in a court of law.
Well, I hereby nominate Cagney McCleary as chief of detectives to find out who killed Stephanie Wyatt.
Oh, Stephanie, you were the one who was killed, huh?
Yes.
Couldn't you tell?
Well, as much as I'd love to be chief of detectives, I'm going to have to bow out because I was on my way to where the directions were telling me to go, and I accidentally overheard the voice of the murderer.
Uh-oh. Well, thank you for disqualifying yourself, Cagney.
Wait a minute. Should we believe him? I mean, what if this whole thing is an act to lull us into believing he couldn't be the murderer?
The suspicious mind is back at work.
You got it.
Years of training as an investigative reporter finally come to the surface.
How about Sonny as chief of detectives?
I'll second that.
All in favor, say aye.
Wait, hold it just a minute. I don't think we should have a professional like Sonny. I mean, this is, after all, an amateur's game, right?
Right.
Oh, what could you be getting at, Wendy?
Well, I just think that one of us who haven't had any investigating experience should have a shot at it, right?
By one of us, you wouldn't happen to mean yourself, would you?
Well, I'd love to.
I nominate Wendy.
No, you can't do that. You're dead.
Are you trying to tell me I have to be quiet for the
Do
rest
I
of the
hear a
entire
second
evening?
for Wendy?
I second it.
All in favor, say aye.
Oh, good. Thank you. Well, this is an honor. Yes. Okay. Now, what do I do?
It's a doll. Wearing Jonah's shirt.
Why did you leave me with Kate, Mommy? Come home. I need you. Help me, Mommy. Help me, Mommy. Help me. Help me.
Okay, I read this book once,
A first, no doubt.
where the detective gathered all the suspects in the parlor.
Ooh, lucky for us.
Proceeded to ask them all this brilliant set of questions until they solved the crime.
It's the brilliant questions that worries me.
Now, come on, give her a chance.
Thank you, Stu. Now, first thing we have to do is establish where everybody was at the time of the murder.
Well, there's no way to know for sure. We'll just have to take everybody's word for it.
Right.
But if someone said he was in the guest room, for instance, the person who was really supposed to be there would know he was lying, right?
So we could pin everyone down to a certain place by making him state out loud where he or she was.
Exactly.
Exactly what I was going to say.
Carry on.
Fine, Mr. Hamilton. Where were you?
I was in the sunroom. Where were you?
I'm the detective now. I'm asking the question.
No. The other suspects have a right to know where you were, Wendy.
I was in the kitchen. Can we get on with this? Okay, Cagney, where were you? Never mind. You told us you were. Never mind. And you.
The sunroom, I believe it was called the Sam Spade Suite.
Mm-hmm. And you.
The Pink Panther room.
Be very, very careful. I'm checking out all these stories.
Ooh. She has us all quaking in our boots. Whoever did it better fess up before the inspector here gets rough. Yeah.
So, Chase,
Yeah.
where were you?
Oh, well, after I ran into Alec in the basement, I went out to the backyard. Imaginatively dubbed the Hercule Poirot place. Very nice, Mrs. Turner.
Thank you.
Alec?
Where else? The Maltese Falcon foyer?
Liza.
The wine cellar.
Were you really? It must have been very crowded down in that cellar.
How did you get down to the wine cellar so fast?
What do you mean?
I saw you in the dining room when I was on my way to the pantry.
Oh,
Remember?
Sonny, I tore out of there as soon as I realized it was either Granddad's Edgar Allan potato salad or the game.
I swear, I knew I had...
Isn't the murderer supposed to be here, too?
Sure, everybody is.
I walked out the dining room and I see her, and she's looking so guilty. I can what?
Have you seen Susan?
No, haven't seen Justine either.
Let's play this game without.
Yeah, well, you and I know that, but we'll give Nancy Drew here a few more minutes to come to the same conclusion.
Right.
Who did you say?
All right, Lloyd. That leaves you. Where were you when Stephanie was shot in the dining room?
Boss?
Well, I was on the second floor. In the Sherlock Holmes suite.
Stephanie was shot in the dining room?
With who? Oh, that's right. You weren't here when we discovered the Bible.
Downstairs in the dining room.
Yeah. The Miss Marple dining room, to be precise, my dear.
I could have sworn it.
What?
I don't.
What?
No, I'm not. I must be mistaken.
Where's Jonah?
Oh, well, you're home early. Is everything all right?
My baby. Where's my baby?
Susie, what's wrong?
Thank God he's all right.
I would never let anything happen to Jonah.
I know that. I know. I just had to be sure. It was horrible.
What was?
The baby crying. I thought it was Jonah.
Well, a baby shouldn't be at a party like that.
No, it wasn't a baby at all. It was a doll.
A doll? But you were so frightened.
But the voice.
The doll spoke?
Kate, I'm sorry. I'm not making any sense.
Well, you were terrified when you came in here. Fear can make us irrational.
No, I had to be sure nothing had happened to my baby.
But Jonah is fine. It's his mommy I'm worried about.
No, I'm okay. I'm okay now.
What was going on at that party?
Well, it was fun at first. And then it went just a little too far. Everyone was having a wonderful time, and my envelope said I was the murderer.
Cagney tried to explain this to me, but it still seems very confusing.
It's simple. Each person received instructions in an envelope. So then I went upstairs to the linen closet, and I found the gun. I went into the bedroom, and Justine was waiting there because her instructions had told her to do so, and I shot her.
Well, how did she take that?
Oh, you know Justine. She's so dramatic. She dropped to the floor as though she was Lady Macbeth. I turned around to walk out of the room to join everyone else downstairs, and that's when I heard the baby crying.
I thought it was a doll.
No, it wasn't, but I thought it was at first. So I stepped into the nursery, and it was dark. There was a crib over by the window, and this baby kept crying and crying, and I walked over to the crib, and that's when I thought the baby was Jonah, and I couldn't for the life of me figure out how he'd gotten there.
Why did you think it was Jonah?
It was wearing a T-shirt just like Jonah's, the one that I lost several weeks ago. I lost it in the laundry or something. And the baby kept crying, so I picked it up, and that's when I realized it was a doll, and then I heard the voice.
What did it say?
It said, "Help me. Why did you leave me alone with Kate?" It was a man's voice, a man whispering, and it kept saying, "Help me, over and over again." It was horrible.
Susie, it's all right. Everything is all right now.
I had to come home. And I had to see Jonah.
Of course, and you see that he is just fine, and there is no need for alarm.
How was he all night?
Like the angel he always is. I fed him his dinner, I read to him, we played a little while, and then he fell asleep the instant I put him in his crib.
And nothing happened? No one called or came by?
Well, actually, the lights were out for a while, and a man came by to assure me that it was only the circuit breaker.
What man?
Just a neighbor.
But he didn't do anything to Jonah.
No, I was holding him the entire time. Now, I am going to make some coffee. I think you could use a cup.
You think I'm drunk?
Well, I think you may have had too much excitement at the party.
No, I know what happened. Someone deliberately planned a practical joke to frighten me. Why would anyone be so cruel?
Alec was in the
Maltese
foot.
Falcon.
Wait a minute.
Nancy
Wait, I
Drew?
just figured something out.
Nancy Drew has figured it out?
No. Wait, Joe, isn't everybody supposed to be here?
Sure, that's right.
Hold it. Don't anybody move, okay? 1, 2, 3, 4,
8,
5,
9,
6,
10,
7.
11,
Stop
12.
that. You're going to mess me up.
Now, don't harass
9,
the
10, 11,
police.
12, 13, 14,
That's
15.
my Nancy Drew, every little detail.
Darling, you just keep right on going. You'll get it all together.
Stephanie, don't interfere. You're dead. And Wendy, could we please try to get on with this?
Yeah. That's not fair. People are pooping out.
What do you mean, honey?
Susie and Justine aren't here.
You know, you're right, they're not.
Neither's Cagney.
Oh, this is terrific. How am I supposed to solve this crime if half the suspects aren't even here?
What are the rest of us supposed to do? Just stand around?
Fasten your seatbelts, folks. It's gonna be a stormy flight.
And one heck of a long night.
Susie? Susie? Justine? Hey, come on, you make a great corpse, but the curtain came down half an hour ago. We already have a victim. Justine? Are you drunk? Well, honey, that's what you get for kicking back all those bottles of champagne. Come on, I'm gonna help you. Justine. Oh, my God.